Welcome to the Man Cave Podcast with Dan Casper.
A little Bucks, Brandon, because last night's a nice win for the Bucks with no Giannis in there, taking down a Celtics team that was really playing well as of late here too. But you had Kuzma 31, Bobby Portis 27, Kevin Porter Jr. with a triple-double. But, obviously the talk surrounding the Bucks yet has been Giannis, trade, no trade. Did he have a meeting with his teammates? Did he not have a meeting with his teammates? I mean, it's all over the place. Now Giannis is posting stuff on Instagram, with emojis, with him smiling. I mean, this is quite the, midday soaps that are still rocking and rolling out there. But nonetheless, that was a good W. And, they just got to tread water at this point, don't they, until Giannis can come back?
Right. And I think that maybe that's kind of part of it, too, is just, it almost feels like every win at this point is a big win.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what the next month or two holds.
Yeah.
So, to be able to get a win, especially a win over a team with a winning record.
Yep.
Obviously Boston's, less than 100%.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I mean, they're still formidable.
I think they came in winning 5 in a row at that point, too.
Something like that. So, I mean, at this point, you're just trying to, stay in striking distance.
Right. And, the whole thing about Chris, was it Chris Haynes that said Giannis had a meeting? Kevin Porter Jr. and Kyle Kuzma were kind of like, no, I don't think that didn't really happen. But then it's like, well, the insider said some teammates. Then it's like, well, why should he meet with everybody? And, Kevin Porter Jr., or not Kevin Porter, the insider, Chris said, Giannis' message just to ignore the outside noise and that. But I'm like, okay, here's my issue with it, I guess, then too. If that truly is a message from Giannis to ignore the outside noise, Giannis is the one that can stop this thing, right?
Yes. Right.
Like, he could come out and say whatever he wants. At this point, I just want to know.
Right,
As a fan, I want to know either way because I'm tired of it too.
Yeah.
And we're to the point now where I didn't want this to happen where his teammates now have to answer the questions about it.
Right.
And not saying Giannis doesn't have to if he doesn't want to, but I'm like, but don't preach to ignore, if it is the case. Don't tell your teammates to ignore the outside noise when it's you that could really put a nail in this coffin.
You're asking people not to pay any attention to the fire that you kind of caused.
Right. Whether you fully caused it or inadvertently caused it or whatever,
He alone has the ability to come out and stop it.
Right. Like, I understand at the beginning of the offseason where you're kind of like coy. It's like, okay, to put the pressure, to make sure you're organized. But I think at a certain point, it's like, okay, I got to maybe put some water on this fire.
Because right now, it's not like the Bucks are scrambling, trying to figure out, okay, what's the next big move to make at this exact moment. That doesn't, that would involve maybe bringing someone in.
Right. And I'm at the point now, Brandon, where I'm like, okay, Giannis, if Giannis wants to stay and he wants to finish his career with Milwaukee, awesome. I hope that. I think a lot of us want that. But then I hope that, okay, if that's the case, Giannis, we need to have a conversation then. Because we might have to reset this for a couple of years just to gain a little bit more flexibility in what we can do. Like, I don't fault the Bucks for the moves that they have made because I think the big reason why they made some of those moves was to make Giannis happy, to try to capitalize with Giannis on your team. It has gotten you a championship so far. And so I don't fault John Horst, the ownership, for trying to do that. I mean, outside of the Lakers drafting LeBron's kid, what other organization has tried so much to make their superstar happy? Right. 2 of his brothers are on the team or within the organization, for crying out loud. So if Giannis is like, hey, I want to be in Milwaukee, but I want to make sure that we're competitive, I think there needs to be a real kumbaya moment and say, okay, if we want to be competitive and we want to continue to have a championship roster, we may have to take a step back for a year or two just to kind of reset everything from all the decisions and moves we made to try to make you happy, to try to capitalize on that short window.
Right.
And I look back, I mean, I know it's probably not the greatest comparison, but, Kobe with the Lakers went through some rough stretches. the Rudy Tomjanovich experience and the Andrew Bynum and Meta World Peace, and then finally it took Phil Jackson, Paul Gasol to come back and do that. So, I mean, there has been that. I understand why the front office, but I think there has to be a legit conversation like, Giannis, we want you. And Giannis is like, I want to stay here too. Okay, we need to meet in the middle here, and we got to make some tough decisions then. That's my feeling at this, because you cannot continue to operate. And as we are seeing right now, you can't continue to just patch hole some stuff and hope for the best at this point.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't think anybody really knows what's going on except for one person in the world, and maybe his agent and his family and such. But I'm to the point like, if you want out, just say it now. You know, it's not fair to Kevin Porter Jr. to have to answer questions about it. It's not fair to Kyle Kuzma. It's not fair because now you got stuff like, oh, did he meet with just some?
Right.
It's brewing unnecessary drama at this point.
Yes. Yep.
When you should be focusing on winning basketball games. You got bigger issues at hand at this point.